What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Age of Empires 2, the Vlad Dracula campaign. Last time we were here, we took on Mission 1. The dragon spreads his wings. Basically, it's a retelling of Vlad Dracula's tale, according to the cutscenes. We were just a group of travelers who actually stumbled upon Vlad's sword. Um, so we're told by this man who lives in a castle on top of a mountain, um, supposedly alone. We haven't met anyone else in this castle, so I mean, who knows? But I have a hypothesis. I have a hypothesis. I have a hypothesis that this is Vlad's castle actually on this mountain, and that even the guy that's retelling this tale might even be Vlad himself. It's just an afterthought, kind of after the first mission. I was like, well, it's kind of weird, but I wonder if. And who better knows this tale of Vlad Dracula than Vlad Dracula himself, right? So it'll be cool. We'll go through it and maybe we'll get some snippets and see whether that's true or not, or see if this guy's maybe just storyteller. I don't know. But he's not like named or anything at all. Um, but anyways, in the mission, which was technically the retelling of his tale, we um, not gathered, but we went. I guess went to. Don't really know what better way to put it. We went around talking to three voivods, which are like military leaders, I guess is what the word means, to unite them with Vlad Dracula against this Vladislav, I think was his name. Vladislav, yeah, the second. Um, so we are going around trying to unite these three clans or whatever camps by doing various quests for them, and then once all that was done, then we led a final assault on this Vladislav's camp, destroyed it, and then saw that he was coming with a huge Hungarian army, so Vlad was retreating to his cousin's place, I believe, if I remember correctly. Um, and that brings us to where Mission 2 is now. So, uh, let's get into it. The Return of the Dragon.
Dracula knew that he needed to enlist the aid of the Hungarians against Vladislav II, whose policies favored the Ottomans. He also remembered his education under the Crusading Order of the Dragon and wanted to honor his vows. The Order was a powerful ally, and their Crusader knights would serve Dracula well against his enemies. As he paced the streets of the Moldavian capital, Dracula mused over his plan to reclaim his kingdom. As the mysterious old man paused, I rose up to take another slab of venison. The old man stared into the fire, watching the flames dance as if they were soldiers involved in a raging battle. His eyes flashed again as a thought entered his mind, and he grasped the majestic old sword. Meanwhile, Sultan Mehmet II had ascended to the Ottoman throne. Dracula loathed Mehmet from their time in Edirne, and he knew that the Turks would be a thorn in his side for years to come. In 1453, they had conquered Constantinople, but they were presently occupied with campaigns in Greece and Serbia. Bogdan II, Dracula's cousin and the new voivode of Moldavia, had heard of his kinsman's plight and offered his help. If Dracula could cross the Carpathian Mountains into Transylvania and ally with Hungary, then they could launch a three-pronged assault on Vladislav II and the Turks.
Alright, so there we go. So I did remember correctly. It's his cousin. The famous Transylvania is mentioned here. The town of which lots of Vlad's stories revolve around, where he lives, where he resides. Um, so anyways, our objective right now is Vlad must survive. Got some hints here. Vlad Dracula is sundered from his Ottoman patrons and seeks new allies. His technology tree is now Magyar, and he may reach the Imperial Age and support a pop of 200. That's the biggest we've ever seen so far. Hint 2, the safest way to the Braun Castle is through the cliffs directly northwest of Moldavia. The Nesti general enjoys a leisurely walk to the northeast of its camp. Hungary will offer an alliance if you can show your strength by reaching the Imperial Age. Okay, so that might be important. Once you reach the Braun Castle, the scenario will begin to play like a game of Risk. You cannot construct military buildings, but most local towns, cities, and villages on the map contain them and can be captured by each major player. Some buildings automatically produce units. The Braun Castle will periodically train paladins for Dracula, and the Port Inn in the center of the map recruits mercenaries. Control of a town is determined by ownership of a converting torch in the center of it. Alright. Playing a little Risk, I guess, today. By the sounds of it. So, our scout reports Dracula begins in exile in the allied kingdom of Moldavia, which will support him with infantry and ranged units. Several local towns and cities are scattered across the map. In the far north lies the Braun Castle, the headquarters of the Order of the Dragon, which is loyal to Dracula. Hungarian military base is located to the northwest. Hungary trains droves of cavalry supported by infantry. Their allegiance is unknown. According to this, oh no, the Danesti general, not the Hungarian general. In the south lies territory of Ottoman Empire, which now supports Vladislav II, but is primarily focused on fighting the Hungarians. Their army is comprised of spearmen, light cavalry, and janissaries. Vladislav II is by far the greatest threat, controlling the Wallachian capital of Targoviste to the west, maybe that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. He will train heavy cavalry, swordsmen, monks, and siege units. Additionally, he may try to control the Danube River with a fleet of warships. Bogdan, that's your cousin. Cousin Bogdan.
Welcome, Vlad. What do you desire from humble Moldavia?
All your resources, bitch.
I need advice on how to reclaim Wallachia, my birthright.
Okay. You guys really pause for dramatic
To the
effect.
northwest, in the Transylvania forest, lies the Braun Castle, a stronghold of the Order of the Dragon. You will find supporters there.
Jeez, thanks. Why can I not? So can I go out this gate now?
We will ride there with all haste.
No, you blocked this one for whatever reason. Coming off this one now.
Go, but beware of the Nesti troops on the road.
Alright, so looks like we'll just walk our way over there. I don't know where this is going, but I don't really have much troops to be scouting around right now, so if we can scout later, we'll scout later. But I'll just take a leisurely stroll here with Dracula. Let's go ahead here. So I think what we were Turks before? Is that what we were? Or we were Slavs maybe? That looks familiar from the last mission. Slavs or Turks for sure. Now Magyar. We were Slavs or Turks. One of the two. Maybe might have been Turks. Turks looks more correct. The symbol anyways. But now it doesn't matter, because we're no longer affiliated with them, so our tech tree has changed like it said. Not that it sounds like we'll be building much of a base here, because we just have to capture buildings to train troops. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I'll find my path there and talk to you guys in a bit. Oh, here we go, guys. We've come into contact with the Dynasty General. That was him on the horse.
Now, quickly to the pass.
Our path was blocked, but now these guys are heading back to the camp because the general is dead. So we managed to use that hint there effectively, and we managed to not take on a huge fight here against people that we didn't need to fight. Destroy this. Can't spy on us. We keep running. Keep running away to Braun Castle. See what this guy has to say for us, or to us.
Arise, brothers of the dragon. Let us send the usurper to his grave.
Parancs, igen uram, rendben.
Gazdálkodok, parancs. Gazdálkodok.
Szolgálatára.
Jó napot. Gazdálkodok.
Igen. Gazdálkodok. Parancs. Gazdálkodok. Gazdálkodok.
Igen,
Auto
gazdálkodok.
farm is on already, so we're good there.
Szolgálat, igen uram.
Hungary's neutral. These guys are not neutral. These guys are allies. Moldavia. This is broken. Should send some dudes there to start mining.
Igen, rendben, értettem.
Alright, so we made it to the castle. This castle apparently, we're told, will just train paladins for us.
Parancs, igen uram, rendben. Értettem.
So, periodically it says. I guess we'll see how true that is. Don't want to get too close to Hungarians because we're just kind of neutral parties right now. So if we don't have to fight them, better. Don't know where Vladislav is. So, yeah, we just
Szolgálatára.
build up a base. We can build a bunch of the, what are they called? Economic infrastructure buildings, but we can't build no military buildings. True. That's where we have to go capture places. That's where that part comes in. So yeah, I'll just do a little base building here and then we'll move out. Alright guys, we're slowly but surely sieging our way into this Vladislav guy's base. Just everyone in attack mode. Everyone be attack mode. I'm guessing he's in here somewheres. This castle has flags on it, so he might be in this castle. Garrisoned in. But I captured this place up here, which gives us a nice forward base. This place additionally gives us a nice forward. This one has just the three. There's like, it's a weird glitch. There's like a blacksmith in here, but also a barracks. So we got our three basic military buildings here, and then we have the three again, plus a siege works, plus a castle nearby. Basically give our troops edge. So yeah, looks like we're actually making some headway here. We got the Hungarians as our allies. Can't remember if I showed you that or not. I think I might have. We had to tribute them 1,000 food. Easy enough, they're on our side, so yeah, haven't even touched these guys, the Ottomans, because they're not even part of the objective, so it's like, why bother? You don't bother is the thing. Trying to mine this out here. I don't see they ever got the message that paladins were created. So yeah, we got quite the army getting fielded here.
Szolgálat rendben. Előre!
Still training troops up, which is a good thing. I could trade these guys up again, they don't cost no gold. Just 80 food, same as the light cavalry.
Támadás! Igen, értettem.
Looking like our siege rounds are going to get destroyed, yeah. What that looks like.
Igen, uram.
So it looks like our siege went fairly well. All things considered. Looks like we were able to destroy most of this guy's shit. Still need to press him here. And that should kill him, I think. And Vlad's gone. Vlad must have went into the Braun Castle once we got there, because I have no objective anymore to protect him, so there is that as a side note.
Adjon Isten. Értettem.
Szolgálat, igen, uram. Értettem.
Szolgálatára. Igenis. Azonnal. Igen. Megyek.
Alright guys, this castle's about to go down here. I might have retreated into the second castle, I'm looking at it now. Unfortunately. Because there's garrison flags on that castle now, so might actually be in there. It is what it is. Trebuchets have moved up. Ready to take it down. I think I got all the upgrades. Yeah, guard tower upgrades, so there's no further upgrades I can get for these guys. I'll just do the damage and get her done as fast as I possibly can. Some monk upgrades. Don't know what these guys are doing. That's not my problem.
Parancs.
Who's idle? You guys, you gold miners are idle. Come on, this gold.
Építkezek.
Szolgálatára. Építkezek. Igen. Bányászok.
Good mine down here. Oh, I never got this farm upgrade.
Vladislav II is dead! Long live Vlad Dracula!
Well, I'm glad we were here for that. Oh my god, okay, well, we did it.
The elderly man gave a thin smile. Tenacity of mind can compensate for other disadvantages. As Dracula slaughtered untold numbers of enemy troops, the large circle of impaled men outside Targovista grew to awe and disgust travelers for weeks to come. Dracula owned Wallachia once more, but it was not the land his forebears ruled. Barren from endless wars, it was rife with corruption, crime, and poverty. Aghast, I asked my host how Dracula managed to reform a ruined shell of a country so quickly. Grinning, the light flashed across the old man's eye again. Dracula despised dishonesty and crime and sought to eliminate it. He knew that Wallachia had to become strong enough to face its enemies, and soon. And so, his reforms began.
Shit, there we go. Dracula bringing change to the country. Well, guys, there we go. That was Return of the Dragon, so I know it was kind of anticlimactic there. We missed, like, the main objective was kill Vlad's enemy, Vladislav. But whatever. We did it. We came, we solved, we conquered. And that will do it for today. So, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, comment, do any and all of those things if you enjoyed the video today. And, as we say up here in Canada, peace out!